In my pilot script I wrote a couple of years ago, when MGM asked me to write a pilot script for a new show, I had an entirely new human-built Stargate, and it just went. The thing about this show is that the gate itself is such a powerful icon, and that's why we changed it for each iteration of the show to brand the gate to the show. But even changing from the movie, because there was it didn't light up in the movie. We had ours light up because we knew it was probably going to be on a 20-inch or less television set in standard definition. We wanted it to pop on the screen, and that's how long ago 25 years is.
Jesus.
Standard def.
At least we had the sense to transition into color. The black and white episodes were just did.
Yeah. Although the noir, they were good for the noir episodes. They really worked well for those. Sorry.
Got me.
Sorry, buddy.
No, good cat. I love it.
No, I remember when we saw the Stargate, the original SG-1 Stargate, as they were building it, because what did I know? We were like, yeah, build a Stargate, and it was this massive undertaking, and all the original one, and setting it up and making it work. And I remember seeing it work for the first time, and I think we were both there, Rick. It was like, holy shit, because it was huge. It was a big. I mean, it was the same scale as in the feature. We wanted it to be that. But Jonathan and I went because we thought, well, maybe the existing Stargate exists, and we found out. I was in LA. I don't know if it was around casting, but anyway, I was in LA working with John on the pilot episode, I think, and we drove out to where the Stargate was being stored. I think it was like in Death Valley. At least it felt like Death Valley because it was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And we walked out and there was just this piece of arc steel. I mean, that was all that was left. Everything that was attached to it, everything that made it a Stargate was worn away by the weather. And I remember stepping into it and looking up and seeing a giant spider coming down toward me on a web. I thought, I should put that in an episode. We never did. But yeah, the movie one died in the desert.
It really did.
It did.
But the dimensions were the same?
I think so, yeah. In fact, we had the blueprints, and then that really helped us build it. They locked every chevron as it went around, and what we did is we just locked the top one, so that because it was really expensive to make that thing go chunk chunk. So we just did the top and made the dialing that much longer. But sometimes that was a good, 20 seconds of screen time that we could use with Gary saying Chevron 1 encoded, and then it would spin again, and Chevron 2 encoded. And every time you type that in a script, you'd be like, okay, there's another 30 seconds. That's great. If you had it padded out, we often added more chevrons. Yeah.
Is that why every generation, like eventually you get to universe and there's just, eventually you're going to get to like 10 or 12 chevrons. You could just keep going.
In my pilot script that I wrote that will probably never see the light of day a couple of years ago, when MGM asked me to write a pilot script, for a new show, I had an entirely new human-built Stargate, and it just spun up like crazy, and then went just jung, 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 and
Right.
and opened, because I thought it's about time we sped up the process after 25 years, don't you think? So maybe they'll do that anyway. It's cool. It was really cool, at least in the script.